हूं दीपक और आप देख रहे हैं दीपक इकर्नर। So today in this class we are going to discuss about the energy stored in a capacitor. Suppose this is your capacitor and if we are giving the charges to this one, then what will happen? As we are giving the charges Q, so potential V is equal to what? Q upon R. So as charges will increase, so obviously potential will increase, and potential will increase means electric field is also increasing and our potential energy is also increasing. Okay, so whenever we are applying any charges to this conductor, then you have to do some work to this conductor. Okay, or in other words we can say, as this is the charge given plus Q and this is minus charge here, so charge will get displaced from this positive charge to negative charge. Yes or no? Because this is your electric field, and if I will put one positive charge there, then positive charge will move from positive plate to negative plate, because positive charges will move along the electric field. Okay, so positive charge will move or get displaced from positive plate to negative plate. So what we have to do? We have to displace the charges from negative plate to positive plate such that the energy will sustain in this positive plate. Okay, क्यों? क्योंकि अगर मान लो एक ऑब्जेक्ट है अर्थ के ऊपर और मैं उसको कुछ हाइट मैं उसको ले रहा हूं, दैट मीन्स I am displacing the body, displacing the object from the reference point where the potential is 0 to up to some height. Okay, so there we must have some potential or some energy. So energy is calculated in terms of mgh according to the height. Okay, so क्या क्या मैंने उसका पोजीशन चेंज कर दिया, एज पोजीशन और कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज चेंजेस, सो according to that one potential energy will exist on that body. So हम इधर क्या कर रहे हैं, जो उसका स्टेबल कंडीशन है, स्टेबल कंडीशन क्या है, पॉजिटिव चार्जेस इधर से उधर जाएगा. ओके, सो उसको क्या करेंगे, ऑपोजिट में हम कुछ और देंगे, चार्जेस कुछ इस तरफ डालेंगे जैसे कि इसमें कुछ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी आई और वो एनर्जी को हम इधर डिराइव कर रहे हैं. ओके, अगेन दिस पोटेंशियल V इज नॉट ए कांस्टेंट वन. क्यों? क्योंकि चार्ज अगर बढ़ता जाएगा सो पोटेंशियल विल इंक्रीज. सो पोटेंशियल इज वेरिएबल. हियर पोटेंशियल इज वेरिएबल. Potential is not a constant parameter here. So we will use here what work done is equal to what? Work done upon charge is nothing but the potential. So work done is equal to Q into V. Got it? But we are not applying directly this formula. Why? Because charge is constant, but potential is not constant in case of capacitor. कैपेसिटर में पोटेंशियल कांस्टेंट नहीं होता है, ये वेरिएबल होता है. सो ये फॉर्मूला हम अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते हैं. वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू चार्ज इनटू पोटेंशियल एंड वर्क डन इज नथिंग बट योर एनर्जी. सो हम ये फॉर्मूला डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं. व्हाई? बिकॉज पोटेंशियल इज नॉट ए कांस्टेंट पैरामीटर. अगेन आई एम टेलिंग पोटेंशियल इज नॉट ए कांस्टेंट पैरामीटर, इट इज वेरिएबल. इसके वजह से ये फॉर्मूला डायरेक्ट हम यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं कैपेसिटर में. ओके, सो अगर ये वेरिएबल हो गया तो वेरिएबल होने के बाद क्या करेंगे, उसमें हम कैलकुलस यूज करेंगे, इंटीग्रेशन टेक्निक. सो इंटीग्रेशन टेक्निक में क्या होगा, सपोज V इज द पोटेंशियल ऑफ दिस कैपेसिटर एट एनी इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम एंड इफ वी आर अप्लाइंग द सम चार्जेस dq. अगर मैं कुछ चार्जेस दे रहा हूं dq, सो स्मॉल वर्क डन कितना होगा, स्मॉल वर्क डन dw इज इक्वल टू dq इनटू v. नाउ आई हैव टू कैलकुलेट द टोटल वर्क डन आफ्टर अप्लाइंग टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ चार्ज टू दिस कैपेसिटर q, एंड वी आर यूजिंग दिस वन 0 to q dq into v. And in this case of V, we will replace this one. Which one? V is equal to Q upon C. Okay, then we will go for derivation. So suppose this is our capacitor. At any point the charge is given is Q and capacitance is C and potential let it be V. Okay, at any instant of time the charges is Q, capacitance of this capacitor is C, potential is V. Then we can write Q is equal to C into V or V is equal to Q upon C. Okay, suppose I want to give the small amount of charge dq from negative to positive. Why? Because I have to give the work done there. Okay, मुझे कुछ काम करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस तरफ है तो मुझे कुछ dq चार्जेस इस तरफ देना पड़ेगा. अगर मान लो एक स्प्रिंग है, स्प्रिंग को एनर्जी कैसे देते हैं? उसको प्रेस करते हैं, आइदर कंप्रेस करते हैं और स्ट्रेच करते हैं. उसका मतलब कुछ एनर्जी दे रहे हैं, कुछ वर्क डन कर रहे हैं. इसको ये रेस्ट है, उसको मैं कंप्रेस किया, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? मैंने कुछ वर्क डन किया. वो वर्क डन किसमें एनर्जी आके कन्वर्ट होता है? स्प्रिंग में. मैंने वर्क कुछ किया सो एनर्जी किसमें आके कन्वर्ट हो गया? स्प्रिंग में. बिकॉज एनर्जी इज कंजर्व्ड इन आवर यूनिवर्स. ओके, सो मुझे इधर स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ dq चार्ज विल be given to this positive charge from the negative charge. अगर मैंने small amount of dq charge दिया, then what will be the small amount of work done here? Then we have to write the small work done by giving small amount of charge dq from negative plate to positive plate. Then we can write dw is equal to dq into v, where v is the potential at that point. And if we are giving small amount of charge, then we can say that this potential will not vary, it is constant. So we can apply this formula. Okay, now the total work done by providing total charge capital Q to the capacitor is W is equal to, we are giving total charge Q here, so initial amount is 0 and total charge is Q, so this is dq into V. Again this is, we can write 0 to Q V into dq. That implies work done is equal to, in place of V we will put this one, so this one becomes Q by C into dq. This is from 0 to Q, so 1 by C. This is the integration, and integration is equal to, remember, integration of x dx is equal to what? X square by 2 plus any constant. If you are putting the finite value lower limit and upper limit, then this constant will be not there. We have to replace. Suppose this is a and b, then we have to give a and b. So this is q square upon 2, and we are having the limit. So lower limit 0, upper limit q. So first we have to put the upper limit here. Then we have to put lower limit here. So total work done is equal to, this one is 0, so this one is half q square upon c. Okay, this is our work done by us or by external agent who carries the small amount dq charges or total charge q from the negative plate to positive plate. Okay, next we can say from the principle of conservation of energy, all work done will converted into what? Energy. From the principle of conservation of energy, energy is equal to work done. So we can write this one as half q square by c. This is our final answer or formula, you can say. Again, capital Q is equal to what? Capital Q is equal to again C into V, and this V is nothing but your final potential applied across this capacitor. This small v we can say instant value of this capacitor at that particular point, the potential of that capacitor, and this v is final electric potential applied across this capacitor. So after replacing this formula to this one, we will get the energy capital Q is equal to half CV whole square divided by C, which is equal to half. One C will cancel, so this is CV square. So again we will write this one half CV square. Okay. Again, if we will write again C is equal to what? C is equal to Q upon V. So therefore U is equal to what? Half. In place of C we will write Q by V. Q by V into V square. So 1 will cancel. So this will become half Q into V. So again this is the formula half Q into V. So this is the formula for energy stored. This is the final energy stored in a capacitor. Whenever the numericals will be given as charge capacitor, use this formula. Whenever in numerical you will get the value of capacitance potential, use this one. And whenever it is given charge and potential, use this formula. So all these three formulas are related to the energy stored in that capacitor. Okay. Suppose this is our energy stored in the capacitor, and from where we are applying the energy, a charge is flowing toward this capacitor. This is the capacitor, and we are applying a potential difference across this capacitor such that charge is flowing through this capacitor. Okay, charge is flowing through this capacitor. अगर इससे अगर प्लस Q चार्जेस अगर डिस्चार्ज हो रहा है, बैटरी से प्लस Q चार्ज अगर डिस्चार्ज हो रहा है, तो इसमें कितना आएगा? प्लस Q चार्ज आ जाएगा, यस और नो। और पोटेंशियल कितना होगा इसके अक्रॉस, कैपेसिटर के अक्रॉस पोटेंशियल कितना होगा? V. So what is the energy consumed by this capacitor? Half CV square or half Q into V. Half CV square or half Q into V. In terms of Q and V, we will write here half Q into V. And the energy provided by the battery is what? Q into V. Why? Because work done is equal to Q into V. So in place of this Q, we have to put capital Q, because this charge capital Q is discharging from this battery, and potential is always constant for any battery. Potential इधर क्या हो रहा है? Constant हो रहा है. It is not variable. Got it? So we can apply this formula for this battery. So work done equal to Q into V. This is the energy of this battery. Energy of this battery, and this is the energy stored by the capacitor. So this and this value are equal or not. From observation we can see that these two are totally different. Yes or no? Which one is lesser? This one is less, half QD. So the energy provided by this battery are getting lost. Okay, some energy are lost during the charging of this capacitor. So some energy will lost हो रहा है कि नहीं? देखो इसमें कितना एनर्जी दे रहा है, ये बैटरी कितना एनर्जी दे रहा है, Q इंटू V। ये कितना एनर्जी ले रहा है, हाफ QV। सो बाकी एनर्जी जा कहाँ रहा है, where the other energy is losing. So we will just find out energy lost during charging. During charging of capacitor. Energy lost during charging of capacitor. Okay. So you have to draw this one. Energy given or provided by battery or cell is W is equal to Q into V. Okay. Energy stored in a capacitor is energy is equal to half CV square or half Q into V. Okay. So energy lost during charging is energy lost during charging del U equal to energy provided by the battery minus energy stored in the capacitor. So this is QV minus half QV. So answer will become half QV. So this much of energy is lost during the charging of a capacitor by the battery. Okay. Next we will see another physical quantity, energy density. Energy density. All of you know the density. What does it mean, density? Density is defined as mass per volume. So here in this case, energy density means electric field energy we are considering here. So energy per unit volume. Energy per unit volume. So energy density is represented by small u. Small u is equal to capital U is denoted by the energy. Electric energy is denoted by capital U and here volume. Okay. Suppose our capacitor, we are considering a parallel plate capacitor having the area A and the separation between the plates of the capacitor is D. So volume can be determined as the product of area into distance. Okay. And if we are considering the medium in between the plates of the capacitor is free space or vacuum, then the capacitance of this one is, capacitance of this parallel plate capacitor is epsilon naught A by D. Epsilon naught A by D. So we will just replace this one. So energy density can be derived from this formula. So energy of this capacitor or energy stored in this capacitor is equal to what? So half C into V square, where C is the capacitance and V is the potential applied across this capacitor. So this is our energy of this capacitor and volume is nothing but your A into D. So again we will replace the capacitance of this one, half epsilon naught A by D into V square divided by A into D. We will solve this one. That implies U small u equal to A will cancel, half epsilon naught V square by D square. So this is equal to half epsilon naught V by D whole square. Again half epsilon naught V by D is nothing but your electric field E square. So this is our energy density of the capacitor. So you can remember small u is equal to half epsilon naught E square. You can remember by easily because energy of the capacitor is equal to half CV square. So this is in case of potential where we are providing energy, and this is your in terms of electric field whenever we are considering energy density. Half epsilon square. One constant is there, epsilon here capacitance is there. So half CV square, half epsilon naught E square. This is your energy density, whereas this is your energy, only energy. Next we will see the energy in case of combination. Energy in combination. First we will go through the series combination. First one we will see here series combination. So in the series combination, the capacitors are connected as given the figure here. So, and in this case, suppose this is your C1, C2 and C3, three capacitors of different capacitances C1, C2 and C3 are connected in series combination, and the charges let it be given as plus Q. So since the charges is given, so this one will become what? Plus Q, this one will minus Q. Similarly, this one is also plus Q, this one is also minus Q. Why? Because all these are series connection. In series connection, charges are equal and potential will be divided as per their capacitances value. So, suppose the equivalent capacitance is, let it be CAB, which is from the terminal A and B. Then we can say that energy of this combination can be written as half CAB into V square or half Q into V. Another one is half Q square upon C. Okay. Only I have written the formula of energy stored in the capacitor. Okay. If it is single capacitor, then the formula is looking like this. So we have to replace all this CAB. First of all, we have to see which parameter is constant in each capacitor. Charge here. So we will use this formula because the charge is constant and CAB we can find out from our equivalent capacitance formula. Okay, so use that formula. Energy, total energy is equal to half Q square upon CAB, which is equal to half Q square 1 by CAB. 1 by CAB is equal to what? Our equivalent capacitance Q square. This one is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Again, we will elaborate it. Just Q square by C1. This one the first term plus half Q square by, this is your C2 plus half Q square by, this is your C3. So we can write this first Q1 energy of first capacitor plus this is energy of second capacitor plus this is your energy of third capacitor. So we can write that the total energy of this combination is nothing but your summation of all the energies of individual capacitor. सभी का क्या होगा? सभी का सम होगा. Energy is the scalar quantity, so we have to just add it out. Okay, सबको अगर मिला देंगे तो टोटल एनर्जी हमें आ जाएगा. Similarly, second one is your parallel case. देखते हैं parallel case में क्या हो रहा है. This one is your parallel case. This is the terminal A, this is the terminal B. Capacitances of different C1, C2, C3, and since it is in parallel case, which parameter will be constant? Potential is constant. Potential is constant in each capacitor, and charges will be different. This one is Q1, this one will be Q2, and this one will be Q3. So charges will be divided as per its capacitance, but potential is constant. So when I will have the equivalent capacitance CAB instead of the one, if I will consider one capacitor of equivalent capacitance CAB, then again I can use these three formula. But in this case, which parameter is constant? Which parameter is equal for each capacitor? Potential. So we will use this one. Okay. So energy of this capacitor, total energy equal to half CAB into V square. Half V square. CAB is the equivalent of this one. So we can write that one. CAB half V square into CAB is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Why? Because this is in parallel case, and in parallel case C1 plus C2 plus C3 is equal to equivalent capacitance. Again elaborate that one. Simplify. So total energy equal to half V square. So we will write this one C1 V square plus half C2 V square plus half C3 V square. So half C1 V square. V is common for every capacitor. Each capacitor. So half C1 V square is nothing but the energy of this capacitor. So this is U1. Sorry, not small one. Capital. Small U is considered as energy density. Plus this one is U2 plus this one is U3. Again we can observe from this one that total energy of this combination is nothing but the summation of the energies of individual capacitors connected in series. Next topic is connecting two capacitors. Then what will be the parameters or the physical quantities related to the capacitors? Suppose there are two capacitors. One capacitor is this one, having capacitances C1, and potential applied to this one is let V1. Another capacitor is this, having capacitance C2, and the potential applied across this capacitor is let it be V2. Okay, so there are two capacitors C1 and C2. So from this we can calculate what is the value of Q1. Q1 is equal to your C1 into V1, and similarly the charges on capacitor C2 is equal to C2 into V2. Okay, if we will connect these two capacitors, then what will be the scenario comes to picture. ओके, सो अब दो ठो को अगर मैं मिला देता हूं, कनेक्ट करता हूं, तो उसका क्या होगा, रिजल्ट क्या होगा, व्हाट आर द पैरामीटर्स और फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज वी विल गेट हियर। अगर मैंने दो ठो को क्या किया, कंबाइन किया, तो कैपेसिटेंस क्या होगा, दोनों सिंपल ऐड होता जाएगा। सो दिस इज आवर नेट कैपेसिटेंस C1 plus C2, and the charges is also Q1 plus Q2. Why is it so? देखो पोटेंशियल V1 है, इसमें V2 है, जिसमें ज्यादा होगा, सपोज V1 is greater than V2, then the charges will flow from this capacitor, first capacitor to second one. क्यों? क्योंकि इसमें पोटेंशियल ज्यादा है, पोटेंशियल ज्यादा है इसीलिए चार्ज इस तरफ फ्लो करेगा, गॉट इट। और पोटेंशियल जब तक बराबर नहीं हो जाता तब तक चार्ज फ्लो करता रहेगा। सो पोटेंशियल वी विल हैव ए कॉमन पोटेंशियल, ओके, दोनों में बराबर हो जाएगा जब V1 एंड V2 इक्वल हो जाएगा। एट दैट टाइम व्हाटएवर वी विल कॉल दैट पोटेंशियल एज कॉमन पोटेंशियल। वी हैव टू फाइंड दिस पोटेंशियल, ओके। सो दिस पोटेंशियल, common potential or final potential can be written as total charge divided upon total capacitance. So this is equal to, total charge is nothing but your Q1 plus Q2 divided by total capacitance is C1 plus C2. Again, from these two we can write Q1 equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2. Q2 is nothing but C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. So this is the final potential or common potential of these two capacitors when it is connected. Okay, if these two are connected, then this is the common potential. This is the total charge. Why? Because charge is always conserved. So initial amount of charge is Q1 and Q2. So after that also, when we have connected these two, charge remains same and charge is Q1 plus Q2. Capacitance also add up. Why? This is a parallel combination, you can say. So C1 plus C2. That is our capacitance as value. Capacitance is this one, charge is this one, and common potential is this one. Okay. Next we will see what is the energy corresponding to the initial and after, that means final. Okay, initial में कितना रहता है इसका एनर्जी, और after combining what are the energy we will get. So we will calculate the energy corresponding to this one. So initially कितना होगा एनर्जी? This is your half C1 V1 square, initial energy of the first capacitor before connecting these two. Okay, so इसका कितना होगा? Suppose this one is U1, this one is U2. U1 and this one is U2. So U2 equal to half C2 V2 square. Okay. So initial energy UI is equal to U1 plus U2, which is we will get half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. This is the initial amount of energy before connecting these two capacitors. Now we will consider the energy associated with these two capacitors when they are connected. So जब कनेक्ट होगा तो कॉमन पोटेंशियल कितना है? V. So we will have the energy UF, means final energy after connecting these two. UF equal to half C into V square. So this is C equivalent and this is common potential V square. So this one is nothing but half C1 plus C2 into, in place of V we will write this whole term whole square. Okay. Now we will simplify this. So half, this is one C1 plus C2, this is C1 plus C2 whole square. So I am cancelling one. So C1 V1 plus C2 V2 whole square divided upon C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2. Okay. Again, just simplification. just do the simplification here. So a plus b whole square, c1 square v1 square plus c2 square v2 square plus twice c1 v1 c2 v2 divided by this c1 plus c2. This is our U. So final energy is this one and initial energy is this one. So now we will calculate how much of amount of energy either lost or gained. Suppose ये मान लो A हो गया, ये मान लो B हो गया. Suppose मैंने A minus B किया और if I will be getting positive, because energy is the scalar quantity, so we will consider only magnitude. A minus B अगर पॉजिटिव हुआ, that means A is larger and B is lesser. Okay, A बड़ा होगा B से, so A का वैल्यू बड़ा होगा. अगर this one is equal to 0, then A and B is equal, both are equal to each other. Again, if it is negative, then we can say that B is larger than E. Okay, B A से larger होगा. So we have to find out which one will be larger. This one is the initial one and this one is your final one. So we have to subtract U1 minus U2, or del U is equal to U1 U initial minus U final. पहले कितना एनर्जी था और बाद में कितना एनर्जी हुआ, उसको अगर ये सब्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो हमें पता चल जाएगा उसके अंदर एनर्जी कितना लॉस हुआ और गेन हुआ. सो put it all these parameters, all these terms, half c1 v1 square plus half c2 v2 square minus of all these terms half c1 square v1 square plus c2 v2 plus twice, I am rubbing on this, twice c1 v1 c2 v2 whole divided by c1 plus c2. So we have to solve this. We have to take a common half, and if I am taking the LCM C1 plus C2, then first term will become C1 plus C2 into C1 V1 square plus C2 V2 square. Okay, this is the first term. C1 C2 मैंने multiplication किया, half को मैंने पहले से ले लिया हूँ common. Okay, then this one is minus, half पहले जा चुका है and C1 and C2 already denominator में है, so we will write as it is C1 square. This one is V1 square, V1 square plus A minus 1, so this one C2 square, V2 square plus twice C1 V1 C2 V2. Okay, this is the term. Again, half C1 square V1 square plus C1 C2 into V2 square plus C2 C1 means C1 C2 V1 square plus C2 square V2 square. Okay, this is the first term minus C1 square V1 square plus C2 square V2 square plus twice C1 C2 V1 V2. This is C1 plus C2. Again, just subtract it, cancel it, C1 V1 square, C1 V1 whole square, then C2 square V2 square, C2 square, V2 square. This is also cancel each other. Okay, all are removed. So this is half. Again, C1, C2 is there, C1, C2 is there, C1, C2 is there. So I will take it comma. And this C1 plus C2 also I am writing outside of that one. C1, C2 divided by C1 plus C2, and now it will become V1 square plus V2 square and minus twice V1 V2. Okay, already I have written C1 plus C2 here. So we can write this as del U, that means change in energy or energy lost or energy gained. We will see here what is that one. So this one will become half C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2 into this one is A square plus B square minus 2AB. So you can write V1 minus V2 whole square. This is the term we will get, that is energy loss or energy gain, change in energy. Okay, so see here, capacitance is always a positive quantity because it is the capacitance of a device. So this term is positive, half is already a positive quantity. V1 minus V2 will become, if it is positive, positive square is also a positive. If it is negative, suppose V2 is greater than V1, then also this negative term will become what? It will be squared, so it will become positive. So this term is positive. As it is positive, so which one will be larger? U initial or U final? U initial is larger. That means energy is lost. Okay, energy इसमें क्या हो रहा है? कुछ चला जा रहा है. So कहाँ चला जा रहा है? That will be counted as heat energy. Okay, क्योंकि चार्ज फ्लो हो रहा है, ये दो ठो कैपेसिटर है और चार्ज फ्लो हो रहा है. क्योंकि चार्ज फ्लो हो रहा है उसके वजह से कुछ हीट एनर्जी, इलेक्ट्रिक हीट एनर्जी विल कम फ्रॉम दिस वे. ओके, सो दिस एनर्जी इज लॉस्ट as for your heat energy. Okay, so this is our final result. Thank you.